Hey, welcome back to Holistically Healthy TV. I am your host, Jim Burdumy, and today is episode 37 of Holistically Healthy TV. And today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about soaps and shampoos and how they are slowly or potentially slowly killing people and causing all sorts of damage to their skin, to their energy levels, to their hormones, to their endocrine system, all of this stuff. So it's pretty gnarly, all of the stuff that we have inside of our everyday products. So whether it's cleaning products, which I'll do a video on later, is shampoos and soaps, deodorants, makeups, not that I use any makeup, toothpaste and things like that. Anything that we're using on a day-to-day basis, it's so easy to have those products contaminated with just crap ingredients that are just completely damaging to the body. I was just talking to one of my clients yesterday, in fact, and she was telling me how she was getting really itchy lips, and her lips were just itching like crazy and she couldn't figure it out. And then finally she figured out that she was allergic to formaldehyde, and formaldehyde was in her soft soap that she was using. So it was actually the brand soft soap. And we stopped using soft soap years ago because I actually just noticed that there was blue dye and red dye, which are extremely toxic to the body as well. And so I just stopped using it for those reasons. And here, we were getting low exposures or high exposures, depending on where the ingredient was on the list, to formaldehyde. And so it's just absolutely crazy that is it. And formaldehyde's actually in a lot of different things anyway. A lot of household cleaning products. You could just take a quick Google search on formaldehyde and how many cleaning products and household products that it's actually in, and it will blow your mind. And we're going to talk about a couple of the ingredients in some of these products here. So this would be considered what I consider the good pile, and this would be the not so good or bad pile. And the only reason we actually have these products in our house is my little sister-in-law is living with us, and these are actually her products. So I actually just took them out of the bathroom. I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick on these products because these are the only things I have to pick on. Otherwise I would probably just, find something on the internet. And I've actually got my computer here because I don't know all of these products, okay? I know that I can't pronounce half of them, and I know that I really shouldn't be using them if I have no idea what they are. I mean, sometimes you might have some kind of technical term or name for something, but in parentheses they'll have like tea tree oil or something like that, and you're like, well, why don't they just say tea tree oil? Why is there some scientific name for it? And I just have no idea. But there are some names on here that I'm like, I have no idea. And then some you can just read and know right off the bat that they are just bad. This is like, that does not sound good at all. So I actually have my computer up, and I'm going to reference a couple sites from some places that have actually done some research of their own on herbal essences, and then also of these other two Paul Mitchell products. And so I wanted to actually talk about this real quick. This looks like it would probably be like a green, healthy option, right? So it's like a more all natural lavender mint. It says tea tree right at the top with some pictures of trees, moisturizing. And so, the way that they bottle this stuff and the way that it sounds, herbal essence, okay? So they make it sound like it's really, really good and it's high quality and it's all natural, but these ingredients are far from all natural. I mean, the only natural ingredient in it is water, which is the first ingredient, but then the next two, sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium laureth sulfate. Okay, I had no idea what those are, but those are the second and third ingredients in there. And Bellatori.com says that those two ingredients are irritants to the skin, and in where was the study? In 1988, the American College of Toxicology. So this is going all the way back to the 80s. The American College of Toxicology said that as little as 0.5%, it's an irritant to the skin. Well, what we know about reading ingredients is the higher it is in the list, the more of it there is. So this says when the concentrations in soaps and shampoos exceeds 10 to 30%, SLES and SLS cause severe skin irritation and skin corrosion. Now, you know that the skin, or maybe you don't know, the skin is one of the biggest organ in the entire body, right? Because it completely covers the whole length of us. And so it is really, really important to take care of our skin because it's extremely absorbent. Anything that we put on our skin, we're absorbing 60% of that particular product. So, 60% of this going on the skin or in the hair and the scalp, doesn't matter. You're absorbing that into the body, and then the liver is going to have to deal with whatever choices you're making when you go to the grocery store or order from online. So this is really, really huge because direct damage to hair follicles, skin damage, and permanent eye damage in children, and liver toxicity. So there you go. I just was mentioning liver because it's getting soaked into the skin and now your body has to deal with it. So I was just like, you got to be kidding me with that. Sodium chloride, that's also in the Herbal Essence products, and that's just, of course, table salt, but that's very, very drying and it's harsh on the skin. There's citric acid. We're not going to go through every single one. Fragrance. Fragrance, actually, what I found, speaking of formaldehyde from before, fragrance there can be traces of formaldehyde in products that contain fragrances, and every single one of these contain something that says fragrances. So one says parfum, which is fragrance in parentheses, and that's all the way at the bottom. So there's probably not a whole lot of that in there, which is good. But you just see the list of all of these ingredients, and it's just enough to make your head spin. And I always say, the more you know, the better choices you can make. So with me doing this video, hopefully I can educate you a little bit on some of these products and some alternative products, even for kids. So you can just make better choices when you go to the store, because realistically, if you have two products, one good, one not so good, it doesn't take any more energy for my left arm to reach for this one than it does for my right arm to reach for that one, if that makes sense. So, it just really comes down to choices. Okay, so a couple other ones that I wanted to point out on these. MIT, which I read on a different ingredient about MIT. There's actually a whole other thing on AnneMarieGianni.com. So thank you, Anne-Marie, for looking up this stuff and putting that information out there, because she has a website on this as well, or at least a post about MIT, which is on this and in this as well. And basically, it's found to affect the nervous system. And a lot of some of the research I was doing, it takes forever to type in these names, but the thing is that some of the research I was doing, a lot of them are plastic or silicone based. And the reason they do that is so it kind of glides over the skin. It makes it have like a nice, silky, smooth feel. But, a lot of them are derived from plastics, and plastics are really, really damaging and detrimental to the hormonal system and also the nervous system. And we already know that from talking about, when I mentioned it in the video that I did on water and the dangers of water bottles and the plastics that are used in water bottles. So this is, again, talking about how it's disrupting the nervous system. And then it can also attack the hormonal system, because any kind of plastic-based substances can be very estrogenic, which will increase estrogen levels or make them fluctuate and really mess up your hormonal system. And then, of course, you have different dyes. I think it was the shampoo. It had blue 1 and red 33. And so everything that we know about dyes, it's no shocker that dyes are not good for you. And again, they're being absorbed into the skin, and the body's just like, whoa, what the hell is this stuff? What am I supposed to do with it? Okay. So the other ingredient that I wanted to mention that seemed like it was like, holy shit, was dimethicone. And this is in a couple different forms of dimethicone, different ones. I think it was like PCA dimethicone and then regular dimethicone. And so basically that's a silicone-based product. And what that does essentially acts as like saran wrap around your entire body. So it covers your skin and creates a film over it, and basically just clogs your pores and doesn't allow your skin to breathe. Well, what we were saying before about how the skin is the largest organ in the body, we're only as healthy as our organs and our organs are only as healthy as the cells that make up those organs. So we're wrapping ourselves in, well, people that are using these products are wrapping themselves in essentially like an invisible saran wrap or plastic wrap, and they're not allowing their skin to properly breathe. And most people do shower every single day. And so if you're showering every single day, you're exposing yourself to these products every single day. That's 365 days a year that you're having these exposures, or either low level or high level, depending on how much of the product you use. And I would consider it high level because you're doing it every single day. You're having a lot of consistency. It's not like saying that you're cheating on your diet and you're having one cheat day a week, so you're having 52 a year. You're exposing yourself to this stuff all the time. So what can we do about it? We can, one, make better choices and decide that we're actually going to make better choices. So the whole process of getting healthy and changing your lifestyle starts in your mind, and some kind of event or idea or video that you're watching catapults you into wanting to live a healthier lifestyle. So you have a company like Dr. Bronner's, and this is Castile soap. It's 18-in-1 hemp almond and 18-in-1 hemp tea tree oil. These are the two that I really like. We use this one for our son, and then this one I personally use. And this is great because you could just use it as a shampoo, and you can use it as your body wash. So it's convenient. You don't have to buy a shampoo and a body wash. You buy this, and then it gives you all these different things on the back. For laundry, you can use it for that. You can dilute it to use for washing your dog, mopping the floor, fruits and vegetables, even spraying on your plants to keep bugs away. And I really like tea tree because it's very antibacterial, and it's also antifungal properties too. So I just like tea tree. But they have all these different ones. They have lavender, they have peppermint, they have almond. They even have ones for babies. They have, it's a very light blue label, and it's for babies. So you could do something like that. Now, some people don't like the way it makes their hair feel, especially women. So I understand maybe to wanting to use different shampoos. Or you just use this as your shampoo, and then you can just use a conditioner to make it a little bit silkier and smooth. And so Jason's carries a conditioner. We also have conditioner upstairs, which I actually thought I brought down here. It's by Nature's Gate. So we use their conditioner. So that's another brand, Nature's Gate. You have Jason here, Soothing Coconut Body Wash. And you look on the back, and there's not a lot of things in here. I mean, the list is a lot smaller, okay? This is Myers. This list is even less than the Jasons here. There are a couple things on here that I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what sodium methyl 2 sulfurate is, and it doesn't actually sound that good. But, it's not, and maybe it isn't, it's just sometimes you just have to do a little bit of research on it and learn for yourself as to what the ingredient is and what it's doing. But when you're talking about this compared to something like this, I don't feel like there's going to be any kind of comparison. A lot of things on here are going to be paraben free, which is really, really important as well. So you want to look for things that are paraben free, DEA free, no artificial colors. That's really, really important. Artificial fragrances is really important. So if they're using natural derived fragrances, then that would obviously be better, or something like essential oils, because this is basically all essential oils. Obviously something like that would be. And then phytolates, I think that's probably how you say it, or phytolates. Those are really, really harmful as well. And you could do any of your research on this. It's just something to be aware of. And then Jason also makes a kids only shampoo. So it's daily detangling, tear free, paraben free though, no SLS, which is the ingredients we were talking about earlier, no synthetic fragrances, no petroleum, no artificial colors, and also none of the phytolates, if I'm saying that right. So there's so many options out there now because people like me are bringing awareness to this kinds of things, and these kinds of products, and realizing the dangers out there because people are having these real experiences. I had a client who experienced real itching of her lips because of products that she was using. Think of how many other millions of people are having the same kinds of reactions and even worse. And so I've coached a lot of people and told them to start using all natural products, and some of the things will just kind of clear up on their own skin issues. even irritants, to scalps and itchiness on feet and things like that will just clear up from using more all natural products. And think, what are we using? So I mentioned earlier, we got household cleaners, we got makeups, we got shampoos, we have soaps. There's so many different things, and if all of them contain a lot of these natural harmful chemicals, we're exposing ourselves to them every single day. That just completely compounds itself over a year, and then people are wondering why they don't feel good, or they're having organ problems or digestive issues. And of course, food can affect that too, but all of these things are piling on top of each other, and they all have to be addressed for someone to want, for someone who's interested in living a healthier lifestyle, because these will have a huge impact. It seems small, like, okay, yeah, I'll just buy a different bottle. But when you buy a different bottle of this, and you buy a different hand soap, and you buy a different conditioner and all this stuff, it makes a huge impact. So I hope this was really helpful for you. If you have any questions, please reach out, let me know. You can connect with me on Facebook, or just leave comments down below if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever social media outlet you're watching this on. I would love to hear from you. If you want to see anything featured in any upcoming videos, I'm always open to ideas for new content, so please let me know about that. If you want to feature something on the show, or you want to get on the show by me interviewing you because it fits in well with what I do and with what I teach, I would love to hear from you for that. Please subscribe, whether you hit the button below or wherever it is, the little icon down over here, the little red box. Please subscribe, because I'd really like to grow the channel and create more awareness to things like this to help people improve their lifestyle. And if you haven't done so already, I always offer to do a free healthy lifestyle strategy session for you and anyone really. So you can always schedule that on my website, which is elitecorefitness.net. I'll put the link right below here. Thank you for watching, because together, you and I, we're getting healthier every day.